Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 2022, your October 16th to the 31st, 2022 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy that we need to be mindful of. Here, Libra. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. So we have the Two of Cups. Okay. So that's interesting. We can either get really caught up in a relationship and kind of completely ignore everything else. So Spirit's saying be mindful of that. But there's also a way that we want to connect with people during this time. We want to really have people connecting with us, pulling people in. And there's a sense here that could become our focus with everything instead of, kind of what we have to get done. Not kind of, but what we have to get done. So here it's more that it's more like we could be talking with a friend who has a broken heart than getting our work done. And then we can get in trouble because we didn't get our work done, and we need to kind of move things forward. So just be mindful about this because our hearts are going to be so big during this time, Libra, that we're going to want to help everybody, and we'll do it at the detriment of ourselves. So just be aware. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay. Can you see all that? So we're crowned with the High Priestess. We then have the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Five, and the Four of Pumpkins. Hold on, just let me take this in for a minute. It's so weird, Libra. You're going to have a tendency during this time to be very much in your own world. It's kind of like you can see what's here, right? I can see what's here. But then, like, Spirit pulls me to pay attention. It's like, pay attention, pay attention. There's something that's going to pull your attention during this time that you're not even kind of looking for it to come in. You're not even looking for it at all. But it's going to be like, you have to look at this. You have to look at this. You're going to get an overwhelming feeling. And that's going to be very important that you acknowledge it, that you take it in, and that you move forward with this feeling. You move forward with this knowledge because it's going to be quite beneficial. You see things quite differently during this time. You can balance a lot, which is important for Libra because you are represented by the scales, right? So there is that sense of, excuse me, I'm all about the balance. I'm all about keeping things in balance. This is going to be a time where you see a lot of the seeds that you have planted, a lot of the things that you have start to come into balance, start to come into harmony. Now, there's somebody around you. I keep hearing little mouse, but they lie. There's a lie. There's a little lie that's told, and they kind of spread that around. Be mindful about that during this time. Okay? Be mindful about that. Also be mindful that you're taking your information, you're taking what you need, you're moving forward. Little mouse can also be you slowly and steadily getting to where you need to be. That could even be a nickname for you or somebody that you know. It doesn't have to be connected with the lie. Somebody could be warning you that there's a lie coming, okay? That there's something here that isn't completely truthful, completely honest. You are going to be moving away from it. So it's not like this is going to be bothering you for quite some time, but it is something that needs to be acknowledged during this time. With the Seven of Cups, there is a dream coming forward. There is a sense of things that had been overlooked starting to come into the forefront now. And with the Four of Pentacles, something has been locked away. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cold. Something here has been locked away. And you're going to find that this is a time when you unlock it. It's kind of like you take out the box and you open it. There's going to be, and there can be just something in that action of the opening of that box, the connection that's coming forward, that can be very life-changing for you. You're also opening up a lot of talents that you have kind of put away, or you said, oh, that's silly, that's not where I need to be right now, but you're going to find that it's definitely where you need to be right now. The High Priestess is showing me that you're seeing things so much on an intuitive level that it is quite profound. There is a sense of your third eye opening. Now, that can be something that you find very beneficial. It can also be something that you find a bit overwhelming and that you don't like it. Just know wherever you are on this journey, because, again, this is a general reading, acknowledging your own inner gifts, acknowledging your own kind of spiritual tendencies, that's going to be very important to you. And not even kind of spiritual tendencies. I do see this as this is an innate part of your being and yourself. There is a way that you connect to spirit that is very important, whether it be through journaling, drawing, walking, yoga, stretching, talking to your cat or your dog or whatever it is. You're going to find a validation through that connection during this time. It's going to be one that really grounds you and really centers you. The veil is being lifted from your eyes. You're seeing more deeply into things. Again, this can be something that you're very happy with. This can also be something that you find very overwhelming. It moves you to this place of having things come into balance. And you're going to find yourself coming into balance. You're going to find what you need and what you want really starting to move you forward. But there is the sense here that as you balance everything, which is, again, really important to you, you also have to make sure to balance yourself. That's always going to be a main thing, because a Libra can always get lost in balancing everybody else and doing everything else and forgetting to balance themselves. So listen with the Two of Pentacles, listening to that balance of you, that harmonizing of you is going to be a very big thing. It moves you to the Ace of Pentacles. There's something that's being planted, and that's also going to be what you're balancing. It's kind of like you've set the seeds. Now you're watching them take root, you're watching them grow, and you're balancing the expectations that you have and the care that they still need. You're balancing a lot during this time. It has to do with a lot of intentions. You're going to be starting a lot of things. God, Source, Spirit, again, however you see the divine, the universe, is blessing you on these starts. This is a good time to start things. This is a good time to put the seeds in the ground, okay? There is a sense here that you're going to get a little bit kind of antsy, and I just feel itchy palms, which can be that money is going, or money can be coming in. I do feel it more as like it's going out, and you're feeling a bit antsy about that. Like, how am I supposed to keep everything in balance if I can't, balance the finances, or I can't have everything be perfectly aligned? And just know that Spirit is telling you here, you're going to be okay, and it is okay for the money to go out. It is. You're going to get a little bit worried about that. There's no need to. You're moving forward in a direction that you hadn't anticipated. Be mindful of the whispers of lies, okay? Be mindful of even following certain quote-unquote truths that you had always believed in, and now you're finding, oh wait, that doesn't work anymore. So just be aware of that. That's going to be important. With the Six of Swords, you're taking your knowledge and you're moving forward. You're moving forward in a way that does seem unconventional to certain people, and that's quite okay. It's not their life. But there's also this sense of I am embracing where I need to be for me, how I need to move forward for me, and what it is that I want and in discovering for myself. And so other people might not understand. They might say that you're, kind of faking things, or you're not being authentic. And it's like, how dare you? You don't know who I am. So I do see you coming up against that sort of energy during this time. And it's going to be something that you really do kind of take personally. Spirit is saying here, don't take it personally. People, kind of talk out of their rear ends all the time. Know that you're moving to the direction and in the direction that you need to move in, and that you really are embracing a powerful part of yourself. It moves you to the Seven of Cups. This is a time where a lot of the dreams that you've put on the back burner, that you've put behind you, they're coming forward. And you're seeing yourself come forward in a very strong way, very self-assured way. There's an anxiousness and nervousness. I just see it in your hands. You might fidget a lot during this time. You might kind of you just want to move your hands a lot. So just acknowledging this, acknowledging the nervous energy that is around you. And it almost feels like I need to be, it's not like doing more. It's like I need to be doing something with my hands all the time. So you might find that there's something that you really enjoy doing that can kind of occupy your hands, whether it be, drawing or knitting, crocheting, something like that. I see it as like a hobby, something you do on the side that can soothe that nervous energy, because that nervous energy does need an outlet during this time. So whatever it is that you like to do that involves your hands, just embrace that hobby during this time, because it's going to help center you. With the Four of Pentacles, okay, there's a gift that has been locked away. You're starting to unlock it. It's almost like a treasure chest opening to you, kind of like a box opening to you, and a gift being presented. There is this sense of looking at a gift that is going to come forward, a gift that is going to be presented, something very powerful, very beautiful, that is coming forward during this time. You've locked away a lot of yourself for the benefit of others, or because you thought that was what you were supposed to do, and you're really quite done with it now. You are going to move forward towards where you need to be, and there's no longer the sense of I need to hide this away, I need to not be me. But you're also looking at a lot of the words, a lot of the things that have been vampiric energy around you, a lot of the things that have held you back or kept you small or kept you denied, and now you're moving towards a greater vision of yourself. So let's see what else the tarot has to say. Let's dive deeper. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. I feel like this is a bonus card. Okay. Can you see all of that? Good. So where we are here with the Seven of Cups now, with the High Priestess, again, that gift comes forward. And we have that Seven of Cups right here. Okay. And so as we're embracing what we love and what we want, and as we're seeing things more openly and honestly for ourselves, we're going to find, again, that what we have put on the back burner starts to come forward. What we have said, oh, well, when time allows, or when I can be fanciful, now I'll let that happen. But there is a sense of letting in the beauties that we have wished for, the dreams that we have, kind of denied ourselves, thinking that we're being more mature because of it, or we've kind of given up on it because we couldn't see. Oh, I don't know why. My nose is becoming so itchy right now. My mother always said that itchy nose means a lie. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's kind of like it was a lie to say that I couldn't have my dreams. I couldn't embrace what I really loved and wanted. I couldn't move forward in the way that I really needed it. And so here we're starting to see that lie. And it's because we're becoming more aware of our truth that is moving us. Now with the Hierophant and the Two of Pentacles, we're putting things into balance. And the Hierophant is very good at putting things into balance. There is this real sense of connection with the High Priestess and the Hierophant, because in older decks of the tarot, the Hierophant the High Priestess was sometimes called the female pope, and the Hierophant was the male pope. So here, excuse me, we have that coming together of the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine, this sense of a deeper understanding of what we want and what we need and where we're headed to. But there's this sense of, I am getting to where I want to be. I'm embracing what I need. And that's putting things into balance. So we are seeing ourselves be more loving with what we need to get done and how we're pushing ourselves, what we are demanding of ourselves, okay? So that's going to be very important here. With the Hierophant coming in, there's also a sense that we can fit in very well in the areas that we want to, okay? This is us kind of knowing the rule book, going with the flow, not, reinventing the wheel type of thing. And there's an energy around us. There's a power that we are moving forward into that is an establishment that we fit into very well. And that's going to be something that we're balancing here. We're balancing our energy with that energy. We're balancing our way forward. It brings us to the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. There is a sense of, now I get to celebrate myself. I planted the seeds. I've put in the time and the work, and I've grown what some would say was impossible, but it is now most definitely possible for me. I'm moving forward to where I need to be, and I'm holding my head up high. There are a lot more gifts coming to us from divinity than we had expected, and that's going to be a very powerful tool with us. But we have to remember to embrace our own success, hold ourselves, powerfully and purposefully forward. With the Six of Swords and the Nine of Cups, there is this sense of a wish coming true, but we're being led forward, and in a way that we hadn't expected. We're kind of going on a journey that we hadn't anticipated, and we're being led forward in a way that is surprising to us. It just really is surprising to us. And there's this sense here of we can be smug about things. Okay, we can kind of be like, oh, I did this and they couldn't, or they didn't. Spirit's saying, be mindful of that energy, because we'll find that it bites us in the tush, even if it's just a little bit of that energy coming forward. Okay, we'll get that like kind of karmic zing really rather easily during this time. So, which is good. It means that we're, doing really well. But just be aware of it. This is a funny little warning. With the Page of Cups, okay, that's water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is going to be a time where we are also students of our heart in a very big way. When it comes to the Seven of Cups, we're looking at our dreams, and we're looking at things more as a student, more as, a person discovering how to move forward and where we want it to be. There could also be a very young person who has our heart. In a way, it could be a child, a niece, a nephew, a grandchild. There is just a sense of, I'm seeing things anew through their eyes, and I'm looking at things in a very different way than I had before. And because of that, I'm seeing what I love, and I'm embracing that love. It brings us to the Three of Cups with the Four of Pentacles. I don't know why I keep on saying the Five of Pentacles, because that energy is also coming through very strongly here. And I've been doing it every single time. So Spirit wants me to address the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is feeling out in the cold. It's like, I'll never be wealthy. I'll never have what I want. I'm always going to be struggling. And the Four of Pentacles is that vampiric energy, the energy that kind of sucks away your joy and your happiness. With the Three of Cups, I see the Three of Cups two ways. One way is surrounding ourselves with the people who really love us and care for us and cherish us. The other way is that we're always seeking somebody's approval who will just never give it. That person who can't really raise their cup to us, even though they should have been able to. So just be very mindful here that there's a negative energy around us, and it's a person who couldn't celebrate us, who has a hard time being happy for others. It could be, it's very personal. They just have a hard time being happy for us. But I see this more as a person, if you looked at, their relationships with people, they don't really have deep relationships. And that's something that's a little bit sad. And you know what? It's not really your problem too. So just know that. I know that sounds a bit harsh, but just be very aware. Our bonus card is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is again water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It's time to move forward with your heart as your guide. You're an air sign energy, Libra. It's funny, you're ruled by Venus, so you always want to lead with your heart. You really do. But you tend to kind of logic your way out of your emotions. So here, just be very mindful about this, because this is going to be a time where it's very important not to logic your way out of your heart, not to say, oh no, I couldn't possibly. embrace what I love, because now Spirit is saying, yeah, you absolutely can. It's time. It's time to embrace what you love. It's time to move forward with your heart. And it's kind of time to see where an adventure of the heart will take you. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Princess of Pentacles. There can be a naivety around money during this time that needs to be addressed. There can also be somebody who has really big plans, kind of thinks themselves a bit of a genius. And yeah, they could maybe get there someday, that they could be a genius. I don't really actually see that. But they're not there yet. You know, they're not where they think they ought to be. And they either want you to invest in something, or, you know, they're onto this next big thing. And it's just a little scattered. So just be very aware of that. Okay? Yeah. Just somebody very naive with money. We can be naive with money ourselves during this time, so be aware. But it's somebody who's very naive with money. And then we have our subconscious tarot message, which is the Chariot, which is Cancer energy coming through. And the 10 of Wands. We have a lot on our shoulders. There's a lot that we're expecting of ourselves. We can kind of want to run away from it. So be mindful, take the reins, know what you desire, know what you want, know what you need. Don't let yourself be buried, because Spirit is saying it's very easy for you to be buried by work, buried by responsibilities, buried by putting more and more upon your shoulders. This is a time where we need to say, you know what? I'm doing the best that I can, and others need to carry their load as well. It's going to be very important. We are moving forward to where we need to be for us, and it's kind of a Mad Hatter ride right now, but we're heading in the right direction. Take hold of your heart, take hold of the reins, know what you love and desire, and move forward with that passion and that intention. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Libra, and may blessings and prosperity always be with you.